You got something in for you.
Me too, baby. Stop hitting me.
I hate you sometimes. Oh my god, you're so annoying.
Hey guys, what's going on? Will, Audra,
Hi.
Flawless is Out of Creations coming to you with another video. This week we're actually going to be talking a little bit or showing a little insight on what we're actually doing. I don't know if that quite makes sense because we don't really know what we're doing. But the goal is to be breeding rodents. This is our rodent specialist. Because everyone knows me, this is not the part that I'm going to be doing a ton of. I'll do the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
But we wanted to put a video out. We've gotten a ton of comments and questions on our reel that we made while doing this hellacious process.
Absolutely delicious.
We ended up purchasing a bunch of tubs from ARS. So we went with the ARS 10 series tub in the tall configuration. Yeah. So this is what we're using for all of these. We made it basically 10 tubs across, and we did it in 5 levels. The very first level at the bottom is a regular, normal 10 series tub. We're utilizing the 10 series tub on the bottom to do our mice. Our goal for the mice may not be right, but we're doing 1.5? 1.5. So 5 females, 1 male. For 10 tubs. We haven't filled all of them up yet. Haven't really seen any production, but we're really only been rolling now for, has it been a month yet?
Right at a month.
Right at a month. We haven't really got any production yet, so we're crossing our fingers on that.
We're thinking it should be in the next little bit.
Right. And then this size tub has been working really good for us for the rats. We have 40 tubs of 1.2 on the rats. And that may change. We may just go 0.2 per tub and move our male each level, I guess every week, or it depends. We're going to actually replicate what our rodent breeder, Carolina Rodents, does at his facility. So we kind of wanted to do a semi-in-depth video, which kind of shows us kind of sporadically not knowing what we're doing, but we're doing something. So it looks
Architecturally
great. It looks architecturally great. We went through a lot of research, or I definitely did a lot of research.
He did.
Pretty handy, so I can build a lot of things as long as I can see it in front of me.
Okay, handy manny.
Yeah, shut up. But
Builder.
put a whole bunch of bracing into it, and I'm gonna walk you through some of it.
Yeah.
And then also off to the side, you can see it right behind Audra. We built our actual holdover rack.
Yeah.
Now that rack, actually, anyone that's breeding rodents knows that it gets very, very dusty.
Yes, it does.
And the spider webs and everything else.
You
and
just
we're
brought
doing
the
this.
dust with you.
I know, right? Shut up. But we doing over there, we're doing the 70 series tub from Reptile Basics. We actually really, really like this tub.
I like
it's
this tub a lot. Yeah.
So we're running 4 of these in the drawer configuration, automatic water. So we got the water reservoirs on top so they can get their drinking water. We will make some alterations to that rack. Right now it's 1 nozzle per level for all 4 levels. I think we're going to expand that to 3 nozzles per level as the holdbacks and grow out females start to grow and expand. Because right now I think we're up to roughly about 60-ish holdovers into that tub. And I guess, so word to the wise, anyone that's breeding rodents, before we show you an up close look of it, you're going to want to make sure you have a good food supply. Our rodent guy is actually our food source as well, so we're going to be picking up food from him on a monthly basis. We're guessing that we're going to go through anywhere from 11 to I guess maybe 13 bags a month. It's a process we're gonna have to adjust on the fly as we see fit. We have other supplementation we'll go over in videos later, I guess, and more videos to come. Water's getting a little low, so we're gonna fill up the water. And I guess we could show you guys how we do that. If you guys want, comment down below if you want to see how our watering process goes. Maybe we could record, doing a level of change outs. We have acknowledged or realized the rodent specialist. She can tell you we heard a lot about people saying that it's a lot of work with rodents.
Yeah, I actually don't find that we worked in here together changing out just kind of like an assembly line, and I'll be honest, it's not that bad, guys. It's really not for the small enterprise that we have.
And we're not doing a lot. So You're talking about 40 tubs of rats. We definitely have 80 females, and right now we have 40 males.
Yeah.
But they haven't started producing yet. It's probably going to be another day or so. We have some plump females that's probably going to be laying some pups soon, so we're excited about that. But as far as the work, I think we were in here about 2.5
hours.
2.5 hours.
In the grand scheme of things, 2.5 hours of every 2 weeks.
Right.
And then your extra times when you come in here and you just spot pick or whatever, or you're trying to make sure everybody's got enough food and the water is taken care of. In the grand scheme of things, that to me is not that. With everything else we've done in life,
right,
that's nothing compared to.
So we definitely think you can do it if you're thinking about it. There isn't, when it does get bad, there is an strong ammonia smell, but so far we really have had that in control. We do have a lot of rodents. If you stay on top of the cleaning every 2 weeks, we will show off in later videos if you want to see some of the additives that we're adding to the bedding and things to kind of bring some of that stuff down. We turned off all the fans. We have big industrial fans that's blowing on them.
Yeah, but you can't exactly hear
You won't be able to hear us talk if we turn all of them on. What we found with those fans is that they do move air. You feel it long as the fans is up onto the rats. But because we're in the garage and we don't have an intake of air and exhaust of air, you don't have a ton of air moving. So we'll probably take you through the process on how, if you have the capability of altering your home, like what we are going to be doing, we're actually taking an idea. I came up with a concept. We're going to make about a 6-inch hole, a couple 6-inch holes in the ceiling here. We have high ceilings in our garage, and go up into the attic of the garage and then put an exhaust pipe up through the roof. And then we also have plans on acquiring an intake and exhaust fan, 2 of them, one on each, and running 25-foot tubing up to the connections in the ceiling. Therefore, if you decide to sell your home, or when we move to another home and we keep this home and rent it out or do whatever we decide to do with it, we can actually cover up those holes in the ceiling with vent covers.
Yes.
And you're not causing any damage to your home, long run. So that's the whole plan, and then by doing that, we'll be able to bring fresh air in from the outside, yes, and also expel the ammonia filled air or waste air out, and then basically we kind of get a wind tunnel going and spread more dust around in here. But the goal is to be able to produce a crap ton of pups, especially for those out there. We get up over 200 ball python babies, and you got to start feeding those with pups. You want to hopefully be able to at least produce your pups. We're going to continue with our rodent guide, Carolina Rodents. Yes. But if we could produce our pups, that would be awesome. Yeah. Every week, you cut down $200, $300, $400 in a feed bill. And if you can cut that down off of your budget, your end of your budget, you have more money to
spend on
more snakes. Or whatever your next business venture may be.
Next business venture.
Yeah. So we're going to let our rodent specialist take you through some of this.
Okay. So we just wanted to take you through a little bit of our setup and how we kind of do things. So up here we've got our water reservoir, and this tub here is like just any normal tote that you would find at any type of store such as Home Depot, Lowe's, not Target. And then all of our connections here, you see we've put in a connection here to feed the water. It's like gravity fed down through all these little pipes that are actually, you know, bolted down to the structure. And all of these pipes and things like that came from Reptile Basics. So we use Reptile Basics a lot for this. And as you can see, we're 10 across, we're 5 down. And the first 4 are obviously our rats, and then down here on the bottom is our mice. As you can see, we used a smaller grate of metal to cover our little mice so that they don't, for some reason, happen to get out and go rogue, and then we're in trouble. And then we've got a larger grate on our rats here.
And the answer before the questions come out, that's going to be a 1/2 inch wire mesh, and that's going to be 1/4 inch wire mesh.
Because I'm not good at, you know, all that. He's my favorite. Look at this little guy. Hey, cutie. Oh, they ran. See, they're afraid of the camera. Come here, babies. Come on, babies. Yay. This is my favorite. The little black male. He's so cute. I just love him to death. Alright, so again, we did the same exact thing over here on our holding rack. We have a smaller tub. Again, you can get that from your local Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, Walmart. And again, it's still outfitted with the same nozzle, gravity-fed water system. And like we were saying earlier in the intro, we have just one little nozzle here for them right now, but we are going to add 2 more to each level. So, yeah. Okay. So as you can see you can see this really good on our holding rack. We have a little 2x4 right here that is placed almost in the middle. And the reason why we did that is because it's easy for us to just go in behind here. This is their food area, and we'll just fill it pretty much all the way to the top of that 2x4, and so it doesn't like spill out or anywhere, and we don't have to move these out quite as much as we would if it were just like laying on top of there. So we can really fill that completely up. It's almost like a little drawer for their food. And you can see it here as well. You can see it in the inside. You can probably see it up here a little bit better. So they have food that's all in the back there. You can just pile it right up. So when we do feed, the process is pretty simple. The whole rack system, the holding rack and the actual breeding racks, are on casters. So we have one wheel that is actually, the brake is on it, and we have a brake that's put on the far end, and we just take it and just pull it right out like this. Knock over everything. So we'll pull it out just like so. And then if you can see behind here, you can see all the way down through there, we have a tote that we keep all of our food in, and we just take we have big scoops and just throw the food in there. It's so easy. It's just real easy to push right back, and then to keep it back, just put that little brake on. All right there.
So there you have it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little walkthrough of this very modest beginner setup. We're not expecting to feed our entire collection. That's not the goal. We just want to be able to feed the babies.
We want to feed our babies.
That would be awesome.
Really great, because we'll still completely use our rodent guy because we love him and he's like perfect for us. But to be able to slash that $200-$300 a week off of just by producing your pups, it's like thousands of dollars a year. It's a savings for us that's necessary.
Plus, if you're budgeting for it, and then you're able to cut the budget as well, that's kind of cool to evolve that way and basically promote more saving for your business.
For your business or other business that you can do, or more animals.
Whatever you decide to do. So hopefully you guys will follow us, subscribe, definitely hit that like button, hit that notification bell if you're liking content.
You know what we can use that extra money for? I just had like a ADHD moment.
What?
Another pig.
Absolutely not. The hell, no. So you'll watch the evolution.
Roscoe needs a friend.
No, you don't. Roscoe needs to be put on the table with an apple in his mouth.
You hush.
But we'll do a follow-up video as we continue to evolve this entire process. Hopefully we'll get fresh babies, pups on the ground soon, and show you guys that as well. But as we put in the vents and ventilation and everything in here, they're doing well so far, but we just want to make sure that they keep doing well. We want to show you guys so that you guys can do this as well. That's pretty much it.
Make sure you tune in.
That's right. Make sure you guys tune in on Sunday. We're going to have a live on Sunday. We've been running it every 2 weeks. This one's going to be very special. We're running our live, us along with Darren at Sloan Morphs. We're actually going to be interviewing Sloan Reptiles.
So not to be confused with each other.
Right, definitely two different entities. Both really, really good breeders, but it's going to be quite the fun interview on Sunday. So definitely tune in. That'll be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be running that live. So check in with us. It's been great. It's Flawless Exotic Creations. Will, Audra, we are out.
Bye.